diamond, our oval, and our top. I love the top. That was such a smart idea. Okay, this is actually the Sent from the Heart lineage. So let me kind of tell you a little bit about that, and then how we fit into it, how you and I fit into this. Patty Brownell is the Senior Regional Vice President of the Sent from the Heart region. And she is actually one of our upline SRVPs, and I'll get into that in just one second. So Patty has a central unit of consultants, just like we do. She works with them and trains them and does cool things like that. She's really smart and helps them hold shows. She sponsors people. She holds 10-ish shows a month. She also has kids and a husband and all the same things that you and I do. Okay? Last year she made $112,000. Okay? As a Senior Regional Vice President. Let's see here. She has 5 first level leaders right now. 5 first level leaders. So those are people who have units. So Lois has a central unit of consultants. Christine has a central unit of consultants. Tony Nugent has a central unit of consultants. Angie Keaty has a central unit of consultants. Raise your hand if you've heard of her before. Okay. Just checking. Tanya Acevedo has a central unit of consultants. Now, let me just kind of back up here. So she is a Senior Regional Vice President. Christine is a Regional Vice President. Angie is a Senior Regional Vice President. They're all the yellows, okay? And Christine, I think the average Regional Vice President makes $60,000 a year. I'm not sure what her last year's income was, but that's the average within the company. Angie made just under $100,000 last year, I think, something like that. Tony Nugent is just a unit leader like Elise and I and Belinda. $14,000 is the average income for a unit leader. Tanya Acevedo is now a district leader, that's why she's blue, and she will earn on average $34,000 this year. Anyway, Lois Hummer, she has a first level leader. She's a group leader. She has 2 leaders in her downline. Simone has a unit, and then Leanne Guzman has a unit too. So she is a group leader. On average, they make about $22,000. Or I'm sorry, she is a senior unit leader because of how this works. $22,000 a year. Okay? Green people are senior unit leaders. They have a downline unit. All right? Everybody else, the reds, are all unit leaders. All right? So then you take a look at, well, let's go to the ones we care about. Okay? Right? This is the Dream Quest region. Okay? Jennifer Reichert is a unit leader. Jan Gabor is a unit leader. Ariana Burgess is a unit leader. They all have central units. Dawn Long is a central unit leader. Did you guys listen to her at Beachcomb Academy? Oh, I could listen to her all night long. But again, back to the people we care about in the light here. We care about everybody, but this is about us, right? Okay, Tiffany's unit, Elise's unit, Katie Jones' unit, our unit, Belinda's unit, Sheila's unit. And then Katie Jones has a downline unit, somebody from her unit promoted out, that's Kirsten Poe, okay? This is the org chart of Party Light, and I could make this go on for like 48 pages. Now, do the people at the top make more money than the people at the bottom? Kinda. But is it like this? No. If I decide, or Dawn decides, or you in one of our units decides, I want to be Patty Brownell, can you do it? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. If branch manager 2, Zach Anderson, says, I want to be Michael Nealand and make $10 million, could he do it? No. And certainly not in an 18-month period of time. The other thing, if you told Patty Brownell, I want to be you, I want to be a senior unit leader, or I want to be a senior regional vice president, you know what Patty would say? Okay, awesome. Let's talk to your leader. What can I do to help you? Let's get a support plan in place. If Zach Anderson asked Michael Nealand, I think that's his name, hey, I want to be you. What's he going to say?
Not going to happen.
Not a chance. That would put him out of a job, right? Even if Zach Anderson told his district manager he wanted to be him. I don't know. Unless he's in line for one of these positions or something else, is he going to... No, not necessarily. He could, and I'm not saying they're all bad or anything, but in this organization, anybody can be a leader and everyone will support you. Yes, you benefit from leadership development. Yes, we do. Does everybody in corporate America benefit from leadership development? Absolutely. Could anybody be a CEO? I don't know. Take a look at the economy. Certainly not in 18 months. Cindy Carpenter promoted from nothing, I became a Party Line consultant to a regional vice president in 18 months. I can assure you, you're not going to make that jump in corporate America to a six-figure income in 18 months, just because you decided to do it. Okay? In Party Line, you can totally do it. It's just about putting in the time, creating the habits, doing all those things we showed you tonight. Getting on the phone and booking shows, hostess coaching, going and doing your shows and doing them well, fast, fun, and easy. Offering your opportunity to your hostesses and to the people at your shows. That's all it takes to be Patty Brownell, Christine Foran, Angie Keaty. Even if maybe you just want to be Katie Jones. That's okay too. Maybe you just want to have $34,000 a year. You don't need 112. I don't know. Patty drives an Escalade. She likes it. So think about, is this where you want to be? Is this where you're going to be? Is that salary schedule where you want to be? Where you make less and less money every year? Or do you want to be in control? Which appeals to you? And what shape does it make? Do you want to be the top or do you want to be the triangle? Questions about our leadership structure?
So, does Patty get paid differently on the shows that she does than the shows that I do?
That is a really good question. Like I said up here, these guys don't generate income. They don't run equipment, they don't wash equipment, they don't fix equipment. Sometimes they don't even know what the equipment is. Okay? Patty holds shows. She generates income. Everyone within this structure generates income. They get on the phone and book shows, they hold shows, they hostess coach, they do sponsoring, follow-up stuff. Everybody, with even the people at the top, they do everything that we just showed you tonight. What a better person to influence you, someone who knows what's going on. How helpful do you think this guy is in telling this guy how to fix equipment and run equipment and rent equipment efficiently? Hit and miss, right? How efficient do you think, could Patty tell us how to book shows, hold shows, hostess coach, any of that stuff? Absolutely. Could Angie? Could Tiffany? Could Tony? Oh yeah. And you know what? The yellow spots, they're the ones you want to listen to. These guys, we're all smart, don't get me wrong. But these people that make the most money, that's who we want to know exactly what they're doing. And I can assure you, they're doing just what we showed you here tonight. Questions about leadership? Go ahead.
I don't have a question, I have a comment.
Oh, we like comments.
Oh, good. People in the blue at the top, they can
Oh,
work.
in here?
No, aqua is on the top of the chart.
Oh, yes.
They can be working just as hard as Angie works.
I can
Just
assure
as
you.
hard,
Yeah.
and they are not getting anywhere.
I can assure you that, because I live with one of these, I can assure you that he works much harder than any of these ladies. I can also assure you these three ladies are having way more fun. And I've never been on a vacation, courtesy of this company right here. We do not get a Christmas gift from the company. And you are exactly right. These guys are working much harder than these ladies. And again, I can assure you these ladies are having way more fun. So that's a really good point. Because it isn't always about the money. You are exactly right. Go ahead.
And does Zach's district manager give him motivational quotes to help him feel better about his job, or?
You bring up a really good point. I hope Zach never sees this. He has shared with me that when they go to their sales meetings and things, it's not like a come home feel good thing. They get hammered for their numbers. You know, we get up and do recognition. They post numbers on the wall and say, "You people in the red, what are you going to do about that?" Okay? It is way different. The environment is so different.
One thing that I've heard when they call it a pyramid scheme is people on the top of this so-called pyramid that they think it is have to work just as hard as I do. If they don't sell $2,000, they don't bonus. They don't make more money on their money.
Right.
And when you hear about they hear about the trips, oh, only the uppity ups earn that. No, and they have to have the same. They have the same qualifications to earn the trip as I do.
You are exactly right. And in order to be paid too, you can't just have downline to be paid. I'll use Lois as an example. Now, Lois has 2 downline units, but because Leanne is a second level unit and she doesn't have a first level unit to support her, if you don't have 2 second level units, you're not going to get paid on your second level, or 2 first level, you won't get paid on your second level. So you can't just sit back. When Lois promotes out another first level leader, she will then get paid on this second level leader. This is not because Lois wasn't working hard, so don't ever let me give you that impression. Go ahead.
One thing I think people think of too, and maybe this is what you were trying to say, Belinda, but when they think of pyramid scheme, they think if you advance, you're taking money out of the paychecks of the people underneath you, and that's not the case with this.
You are exactly right. Because, so let's use Patty as an example, because Patty has 1, 2, 3, 4, because she has 5 first level units, she is paid on her second level, first, second, I can't remember if she's paid on her third level. I can't remember. But we're still getting our same 32%. But she's making 7% on the unit she's developing. She also earns, on top of that, Party Light pays her 4% of whatever these people are, whatever business these people are doing, because she's working to influence those leaders. And then I want to say is it 2%? 2 or 3? Maybe 3% of whatever all these units are doing. And I can assure you, Patty knows what you're doing. Patty knows what we're doing. Because she has a vested interest in us. Not just because she likes us, which she does, but she wants us to do well. And because we are part of her, we're part of her organization. And she'll ask, how are you doing? What do you need? What's going on? Because she does have a vested interest. Don't be surprised if you're doing something fantastic. She knows, either because we've been telling her about it, or because she's noticed, because she keeps an eye on, she appreciates you guys. You guys make her payment on her house and her Escalade. No, it's not you guys. Well, you guys are doing the work, but she has done the work to develop us as leaders.
And is still doing the work.
And is still doing the work. Is still doing the work. Alright. Good questions. Anything else in leadership? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be a yellow dot? Do you want to be a red dot? Remember these dots? This isn't you, this is you and your team. And some of these teams are bigger than others, just like anything else. Alright, let's move into our questionnaire. Oh gosh, really?